Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. I'm really happy that you are here, and today I'm working on Junk Journal January 2025, hosted by Meg Journals. And we are moving along. Yesterday we had the prompt movement, and today is day 27, and the prompt is crumpled. So when I heard this prompt, I just thought about crumpling paper or tissue paper and adding it to my project. You know, and I thought, well, I did have this tissue paper that we used earlier in the journal, and I could go ahead and put that down on the page as a background, but I kind of feel like I did that already with this one. And so I was digging through my stash, and I did find this like page edger that I made a long time ago, and it's just music paper. And this is a tea bag that I crumpled and I sewed it on with a piece of older like trim and eyelash trim. So I'm gonna use that for today's prompt, which is crumpled. And again, it's a page edger, and I thought I could just kind of put it towards the edge of the page so it would hang off, but then I could also tuck something in there. And I do have a journal card, and of course it's sitting over on my sewing machine desk, so I will go and get that in a minute to show you guys, but I might as well finish what my train of thought for this. And it's just a journal card that matches this paper that I cut out the other day. But I was thinking I could decorate this a little bit more, so I do have another part of this antique paper collection, and since this has a butterfly and it kind of coordinates with yesterday's butterfly, I was thinking I could add that onto this little page edger. I was also thinking I still have some of this like 1940s lace floating around on my desk, so I'm thinking I'm going to cut some of this down and maybe layer it behind the photo here, or not photo but butterfly, just to add a little bit more interest. So this just needs to be trimmed a little bit more, and I'm just going to kind of rough it up as I'm cutting with my scissors so it's not so perfect now. I'm just going to like kind of cut in a little bit. You could tear it with your, maybe with your hands a little bit, but I don't want to rip this too much, but I do want to make it look a little more shabbier than it is, just so it doesn't look like it's perfectly cut, is what I'm just trying to do. That's a little bit better. Now it's not, it's a little more ragged looking. And so that I'm going to maybe, like I said, put down underneath here. I think that's really cute. And so again, that's going to get glued here. Then the only thing I have left is, okay, so I have today's prompt number, which is number 27. And then I still had more of that tissue paper. So I was thinking maybe I could just crumple it up and like somehow glue this on and then just attach it somewhere. So let's do that now that I've crumpled this up, and we'll just... And then let's add just a little bit of eyelash trim or something underneath the number 27 before we glue it down. So yeah, I think that'll work. And again, I kind of, you know, I've crumpled this paper up, but I'll crumple it some more just to... And I'll put the number 27 on it. So I don't know, you know, maybe thinking about just putting it on the journal card, or, you know, I could just layer it up here too, possibly. You know, maybe I should put some lace underneath this too. Just, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. This one's pretty ragged to begin with, so I don't think I need to trim it anymore. Maybe rip off a little bit of this to make it a little smaller. All right, so I'm liking that. I just got to decide, you know, my orientation for these. If I want them, you know, or if I just want to put that up there. I think I got to go get the journal card, so I'm going to go grab the journal card, so I'll be right back, and then we'll figure out what the exact layout's going to be. So I have the journal card that I created, and again, I just went around the edges with Distress ink in Victorian Velvet, and then also sewed around the edges. And so again, I'm going to tuck that in here. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and glue this down so it's glued. We want a little bit of it hanging over the edge and then most of it on the page. You know, this page is kind of delicate, so whatever I do tomorrow, I'll have to maybe add a little bit of layer on the back side of this one since I didn't do it on this side today. So I'm going to stick that in here. You know, and I still want to, I really like this butterfly image. So I'm going to put that, I still want to do that. I wonder what that's going to look like hanging off the side. Probably kind of cool. So that still leaves my number 27. And I just think it looks a little too much when I put it up there. I don't know. I guess it's not too bad. Because I could put it up here, and I was thinking about that. But I really want my number 27 to be on the page somewhere versus an element that I can take out and move, I guess. So let's glue this butterfly down. I guess it doesn't look too bad up there. You know, I wonder if it just needs another piece of paper or something behind it just to break it up or something, if that's what's... Just seeing what I have on my desk. I think that helps a little bit just to break it up, just adding that little extra, one extra layer of paper behind it. So I'm going to just ink the edges, and I think that helps. Adds just a little bit more contrast. So yeah, I think I'm going to like this layout when it's done. I mean, it matches, and it's kind of in my wheelhouse of colors, I guess, with the neutrals and the pinks, and a little bit shabby, a little bit vintage, so you know, and who knows, maybe I could add some other element or something. So I also have these still left over from the other day too, and I think I just want to use a couple of them on here to use them up. I could put them under the 27, or I could put them on the butterfly. I think I kind of like that, so let's do that real quick. And this will slip into here. Could add a little bit of that lace up there. Let me grab one thing real quick. This paper collection had some flowers with it too that I had already had cut up. So maybe I just need one up here in the corner of this just to kind of finish this off. I kind of like that. I don't know what you guys think. So we'll put a little bit of eyelash trim on that one too. And then I think I'm going to call it good. So I guess you could technically say I'm kind of crumpling the lace to put it up here. So another little crumpled element, I guess. And I'm going to ink the edges of this flower. Just again with that Victorian velvet. It'll make it stand out and pop just a little bit more. Put the eyelash trim down. All right, so kind of it feels like it was kind of another quick one today, other than the fact I had to go grab the journal card off of my other desk, my sewing desk. So yeah, I kind of like those two layouts. They're not too bad together, so I do like that. So again, that was Crumpled for today, and hopefully I will see you guys back again tomorrow for another episode, and tomorrow's theme or prompt is sealed. So hopefully I'll see you back then, and until then, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.